months ago, my friend Sarah, a senior accountant with 12 years of experience, got replaced by an AI system. She was good at her job. She thought she was safe, but she didn't see it coming. And here's what kept me up at night. What if I told you that a company backed by Stripe's co-founder is openly building systems to automate all white-collar work? Still think this is a distant future stuff? Well, a US Senate report just warned that 100 million jobs could be affected by automation in the next decade. But here's the twist, and why you need to watch this video. I'm going to show you the 7 skills that make you the person AI can't replace, the one who builds the systems instead of being replaced by them. This video will help you build these skills. So let's get ahead of the curve, starting with the foundation of everything. Skill number 1, prompt engineering with context. Let's do a quick test. Have you ever asked ChatGPT something and you got a completely useless answer? Well, that's not because AI is dumb. It's because most people talk to AI like it's Google. They type, "Write an email to my boss," and they get generic robot garbage in return. But here's what separates someone making 50K from someone making 150K in the AI age. How you communicate with AI. Most people think prompt engineering is about clever phrases or magic words. Actually, it's about speaking like a strategist. The AI doesn't just need a request. It needs clarity, structure, context, and purpose. Let me show you a difference between a bad prompt, like write an onboarding email, and a really good one. Write a 3-step email sequence for a customer who just downgraded their subscription plan. Focus on re-engagement and highlight the specific features and values they're now missing. Tone should be helpful, not pushy. One of them gets you robot garbage. The other one gets you results that make money. So ask yourself right now, if I briefed AI like a trusted teammate instead of a search engine, what would I say differently? Write that down, because once you've mastered how to prompt, the next question becomes, how do you plug that into an actual system? That brings us to skill number 2, which is AI tool chaining and system thinking. Let me explain to you why this skill matters with a real example. A marketing agency that I spoke to recently had a task that took 40 hours per week. Researching the lead, doing email personalization, doing follow-ups, updating the CRM system. One person from the team learned tool chaining and reduced it to 2 hours. That's 38 hours back every single week. So what is actually tool chaining? Well, using one AI tool is fine, but the real power, the irreplaceable power, comes when you connect multiple tools into one continuous workflow. Imagine this. You scrape fresh leads from LinkedIn. AI summarizes each profile and identifies their pain points. You send out a personalized outreach emails that go out automatically. And then responses are logged into your CRM, which then triggers follow-ups based on engagement. So if you can think of your role less as I use tools and more as I design ecosystems, you step way ahead. Think right now of one routine task in your role. Could you automate that routine task? Visualize it and check what tools you need to make it happen. But here's the thing, and this is critical. These systems don't stay flawless. They break, AI forgets context, data gets mislabeled, logic chains fail. And when that happens, at 2 a.m., with your CEO panicking, you need skill number 3, which is workflow debugging. This is a skill nobody talks about, but everyone will pay for. Picture this. Your company just automated your entire sales outreach system. It's working beautifully. Then one day something breaks. Leads are being sent to completely wrong emails. Your CEO is furious. Who do they call? The person who knows how to detect, diagnose, and fix these AI system breakdowns. Here's the reality. Automated workflows don't stay perfect. They falter, and companies will increasingly rely on humans who supervise AI systems, not just those who use them. Think of this as AI quality control. You're the human in charge of the machine's output. When you deploy automation and something goes wrong, you need to ask, did the data input change? Is the AI misreading the context? Did the toolchain handoff fail? Is there a logic error in the prompt sequence? The person who can answer these questions and fix them fast are worth their weight in gold. Because while everyone else is panicking, you're calm. You're the firefighter. Now, once you've got systems that work and you know how to fix them when they break, the next level is, what strategic insights can you extract from all this? And that's skill number 4, strategy and forecasting. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine this, you walk into a Monday morning meeting. Everyone else is sitting there with gut feelings and guesses, and you say, I ran 50 different scenarios through AI this weekend. Here's exactly what happens if we increase our marketing spend by 20%. And here's the growth curve if we shift our positioning. What everyone else is guessing, you're predicting. You're not just an employee anymore, you're a strategic weapon. And strategic weapons don't get automated, they get equity. That's why you need to learn how to use AI not just to answer questions, but to ask better questions. Because if you're running a business, a team, or any function that matters, you need to be able to forecast what happens if we change our pricing model? What if we double down on this customer segment? What's the ROI if we pivot our entire content strategy? AI can model these scenarios for you in minutes, as long as you know how to set them up. This means that your ability to scenario plan and stress test decisions becomes a survival advantage. If you can turn AI into a strategy partner instead of just a task doer, you don't just keep up, you lead. So think about one strategic question that you're facing right now. How could you use AI to model different outcomes? Write that down, because you're going to test it this week. Now, strategy is critical, but what about your actual product or service? How does AI fit inside what you sell? Well, that's where skill number 5 comes in. AI product thinking. Here's the shift that separates the future-proof from the obsolete. You don't just use AI, you embed it in what you sell. Let me tell you about a freelance writer I spoke with recently. She was terrified that AI would replace her. She was losing clients and she was panicking. But then she had a realization. What if instead of writing blog posts for $100 each, she offered an AI-powered content systems where she builds the automation that trains the AI on the client's brand voice and supervises the output quality. Her rate went from $100 per article to $5,000 month retainer. It was the same person, just different thinking. Because whether you're building a SaaS product, you're offering consultancy services, or you're running a marketing agency, you need to ask yourself, where can AI add value inside my product or service? Maybe it's automatic personalization for each customer, or real-time insight generation. So think, what part of your offer could be AI-powered by the end of this quarter? What would make your clients say, I can't live without this? Now that you've built strategy skills, you've embedded AI in your product thinking, here's another problem. Tools change, models change, entire platforms rise and fall, which means that the most important skill might actually be skill number 6, which is adaptability and meta-learning. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Some of you watching this will still be thriving in 5 years, making more money than ever, getting promoted, building your own thing successfully. Others just won't be. And the difference won't be the talent, it won't be your degree, it won't even be how much you know about AI right now. It will be this. The person who learns one AI tool and stops, they're toast. The person who commits 30 minutes a week to staying curious, exploring, and adapting, well, they're unstoppable. Because the truth is that what matters more than mastering one AI tool is mastering the ability to learn new ones quickly. This is called meta-learning, learning how to learn. As automation rewrites roles and redesigns entire job categories, the people who thrive are those who remain adaptable. So how do you build that muscle? Let's do 3 simple commitments. The first one, 30 minutes a week exploring a new AI tool, not just watching videos, actually using it. And while testing these tools, ask yourself, how could this be used in my life, my work, or my business? And then teach someone what you learned. Because teaching forces you to truly understand it. And look, I know you're busy, I know it feels like there's always another tool, another update, another thing to learn. But this isn't about being perfect, it's about staying relevant. And relevance is what keeps you employed, promoted, and in control of your own career. Now there is one final skill, the skill that binds together strategy, product thinking, adaptability, and pure human value. And honestly, it might be the most powerful one of all. which is storytelling with data. Because AI can generate insights, it can crunch numbers, it can analyze patterns, but if you can't communicate those insights in a way that makes people care, it's all wasted. Storytelling with data is what moves people to action. You don't just say, sales dropped 10% last quarter. You say, sales fell because our repeat customer rate dropped 15%. And when I dug deeper, I found that customers who didn't complete onboarding within their first week churn at 3x the rate. Here's how we're going to fix it. Do you see the difference? One is a data point, the other one is a story with stakes, cause, and a solution. Because when machines take over routine tasks, the human edge becomes interpretation. What does this data actually mean? Judgment. What should we do about it? The influence. How do we get people to act? Executives and clients don't remember dashboards, they remember stories. And in 2026, there will be two types of people. Those who can operate AI tools and generate reports, and those who can make humans care about what AI finds. Where AI can generate a 50-page analysis in seconds, the person who can turn page 47 into a decision that changes everything, that's the power, that's irreplaceability. So let me ask you, what story will you tell this week with your data? What narrative will you craft that makes people remember you, not the AI? Write it down, because that's your next move. And now let's be honest with each other. You can close this video right now, feel motivated for about 10 minutes, and then nothing changes. You go back to scrolling, back to your routine, and in 6 months, you're wondering why you're stuck while others are moving ahead. Or you can download the 30-day AI Skills Challenge workbook, completely free, and actually become the person who survives this shift. Inside, you'll find 30 daily microtasks, which are aligned with the 7 skills you just learned. Each takes 15 to 30 minutes. Check off boxes so you can track your progress and stay accountable. And reflection prompts to help you apply this to your specific situation. And here's my promise. If you complete this workbook, you'll be in the top 5% of your field within 30 days. Because while everyone else is still thinking about learning AI, you will have done it. The link is in the description below. But here's the thing. I'm going to track how many people actually downloaded and completed. And next month, I'm going to do a follow-up video featuring the stories of people who took action. Do you want to be in that video? Or do you want to be the person explaining to your family a year from now why you saw this coming but didn't prepare? Look, firms are racing to automate knowledge work right now, and investors are backing that shift with billions of dollars. And this isn't some distant future. It's happening. But you have a choice. You can be the person who gets automated, or you can be the person who builds the automation, a person who supervises it and gets paid more because of it. Download the workbook, start today, and I'll see you in the next video. Now go and take action to make yourself unforgettable.